Welcome back to Healing Oats. This is Brielle, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season with their friends, family, loved ones. And we're here because we're all interested in what's going to be happening in 2022. And I decided this year, instead of looking at it by way of tarot cards or oracle cards, I'm going to just do some charm casting. So I'm using my charm map that for 2022, and this is showing, as I'm always wishing you all, health, love, happiness, peace, prosperity, and added to this is spirituality, a yes or no question which you will think of before we read this section. Before we start, you'll think of a yes or no question, and also what your secret wish is, some information about your secret wish and how it will go in 2022. So start thinking about that, what your yes or no question will be, and what your secret wish will be. Now, these sections, these quadrants, the first section here will indicate these first sections, the first quarter of 2022. So that's January, February, March. The next section will be April, May, June. The next sections, as you see here, will be July, August, September. And the last section here will be October, November, December. So giving us an idea of what the subject matter is, or the arena of life it will affect, and also the time we should expect this energy within that arena of life for 2022. So it's pretty straightforward. I have all my little charms here. So far I have some more interesting ones coming, but these are the ones I have so far. And we'll be just using, just randomly picking a handful of charms and letting them fall. Well, maybe not a handful, because then it would be a crazy reading. Letting them fall and seeing where they fall and reading for the signs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be starting with Aries, and we're looking at Aries. So Aries for 2022, what can Aries expect for 2022? Let's see where the fates will fall. Wherever the larger area is, or wherever most of the charm falls, or if there's a charm that's pretty equal between all of them, we are going to read it that way. So gosh, there are quite a few things here happening for Aries. So for 2022 Aries, what we're seeing here is, and we're also looking at the charms that are reversed or upside down, like this one. And this one is actually, this one's actually upright. Okay. So what we're going to say is for health first, towards the end of the year. So that's October, November, December. Take things slower, and that will benefit you in your life because of this is a turtle. So we know turtles normally are taking things slow, they're relaxed, they're not getting excited about anything. And so this is actually indicating that that is what you need to focus on. When you're getting between, let's say, September, October, November, you need to start looking at taking things slower, slow down, and that will benefit your health. We have here, this is kind of crossing health and love, I would say, and happiness. And this is the card, this is, sorry, the charm that is actually a little kitty. So this is, it was upright. So this is a little kitty, and he's hanging upside down. So that's the hanged man. So, and it was upright. So this means that at the beginning of the year, within health, love, and happiness, things could be a bit off. You need to look at things in a different way. You need to take a different perspective. Within your health, you need to look at things differently, maybe changing your diet up, looking at what you're doing and seeing how you can do it better. Love, the same thing. What's going on? What is going on within your love life? Is there something that is not to your liking? Is there something maybe that you would like to change, but take a different perspective on it? You're having issues with somebody, is it them or is it you? What is the new look or the new perspective you can get on that area? Happiness is the same thing. And happiness is, when I look at happiness here, it's pink because it's about self-love, self-esteem, how happy you are within yourself. Yes. And again, a new perspective is required, right, for these areas. This little kitty cat, he's up on the limb. He's taking a look over things, and sometimes he comes out, he's upside down. In fact, the reason I got him was I like the fact that he could potentially be upside down. Anyway, right now he's sitting up on the limb, but he's taking a look, and he needs to see what's going on around and look at things in a different perspective. So let's look back again at health, or we'll look here. The end of this is a goddess. The goddess actually has her back turned. Is it the front or the back? Yeah, she has her back turned. So with this, what we can see is coming into the second quarter of the year here for health, and the secret wish coming into the second quarter of the year. There's a potential that you are not paying enough attention to your feminine energy. You're not paying enough attention to maybe the actual, for the secret wish. Maybe you wanted a relationship with somebody, or you're in a relationship with somebody, but you want more, you want it to flourish more. You wish the person would pay more attention to you. So this is what this could indicate for your secret wish. Now you'll know what your own secret wish is. But here, when you look in the third quarter of the year, also you see the swans. That would also indicate to me that for your secret wish, you are wishing for some love, some partnership, a connection with someone. So this would strongly indicate to me, and the Pegasus is also a wishful or dreaming type of energy, where you really want something to be wonderful, fantastical. You want it to be magical. So you're hoping for the attentions of, and this again, not gender specific, you're hoping for the attentions of someone, not to have their back, but to be moving towards you. You want them to pay more attention. You want a magical time with them. You want a better connection with them. And for the secret wish, this is taking up quite a bit of the year here, up to between the first and the third quarter of the year. When we see over here, health, again, we can see that this goddess here is indicated in your health section in the first part of the year. And this could indicate to me that doing things that are more feminine, if you're a masculine, or a women, taking care of your women's health, things that have to do with women's health would benefit you. Men, taking care of things that maybe you think of as maybe womanly, maybe putting on more lotion on your skin, those pampering kinds of things, using more pampering cosmetic type products maybe would be something that will benefit you as a man, as Aries, for this year 2022. For love, oops, sorry, our lights move. For love, we can see here, we saw that there's the perspective, looking around and getting another perspective is necessary here. And we can see here at the end of the year, this sign indicates the goddess Breed, and she is Bridget, Breed, Aphrodite, Oshun, the goddesses of love. So we can see towards the end of the year, we can see love is something that is going to be benefited by this goddess energy towards the end of the year. Okay. Now we move on to happiness, and we can see within happiness, the third quarter of the year, the end of the second and mostly the third quarter of the year, self-esteem, a whale. A whale is something that is big, enormous, nobody can miss. It is something that when everybody says it, they say, wow, look at that. That's amazing. Such a large thing. So this indicates to me that you'll be making a splash the third quarter of the year. So your self-esteem will benefit from something big, an accolade or a splash, something that you've been recognized for in the third quarter of the year, Aries. And here we go on the second quarter for peace. This is the sign that is the Figa sign. And this sign is about protection. This sign is about, I would say also for me, not only protection, but strength and protection. It's also about the fact that it's a secret sign. So at this point, for peace in your life, peace will be maintained, but you will need to protect this. For most of the year, you'll be okay. First quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. But for this section, you're going to have to make some effort. You're going to need to protect your peace. You're going to need to protect the peace. And when I say peace, not only the happiness is about self-esteem and how you feel within yourself. The peace is the peace in around you and what you're doing with other people and in your life. So this indicates that there might be some issue here within the second quarter regarding your peace and you needing to protect it. Prosperity, nothing particular pops up here. There's a little bit of the overview in here. Take a look over what you're doing. Spirituality, the same thing. And then we get to yes or no. So whatever your yes or no question was is, this is the healing. So this is hope, right? But the hope was upside down at this point. So I would say whatever your question is, yeah, hoping and wishing. But at this point, I would say, yes, keep hoping. But right now, the answer is no. Okay. So that's for Aries for 2022. You have some secret wish of having a relationship for most of the year, or a better relationship, or having somebody turn to you and be close to them and having a wondrous time with them. That's most of the year up to the third quarter. Your health, you need to take it slow in December. Love, December, that'll be benefited by the goddesses of love, and then you will get some accolade and boost your self-esteem in the third quarter of the year. You're going to need to protect your peace in the second quarter of the year. And also your yes or no question, the answer right now is no, but keep the hope alive. Things will work out. And also you have to have an overview, it looks like, of everything, mostly your health, love, and your happiness, your self-esteem and self-love. Okay. All right. That's for Aries for 2022. I hope that helps you out and that resonated with you. Okay, we'll now move on to Taurus. Okay, so for Taurus, we're seeing health. Towards the end of the year, you might need to take a visit. Towards the end of the third or the fourth quarter, you might need to take a visit to the doctor. Something about your health, seeing something about your health. In the first part of the year, here, we can see that, well, this is mostly over here, so we'll read that here. This is mostly over here. Okay, so the second half of the year, here is a trip for you. So we see that there's a trip, and this is not a short trip. This is a longer trip because it shows the airplane here in the second quarter of the year, but it has to do with love. So maybe going on a trip, on a flight, on a trip with a loved one here. And with this, you see the plane was turned upside down. So what this it sees is that it's going to be a trip, but what happens is you need to be a bit cautious when you go on this trip because the plane is turned upside down. Not that you're going to have any disaster or anything, but the trip might not be as you expected it, right? The next shows that this woman is here in the first quarter. So this part of love shows that, yes, I think that woman that you were interested, that Aries was thinking about the end of the last year. See, she shows up here for you, Taurus, in the beginning of the year and on to the, so this love and this happiness. So love, self-esteem, self-love, happiness. There's a significant woman here in your first quarter of the year, right? We then see your happiness. This happiness is going to, your self-esteem, you need to be guarded or protected in the second and the third quarter of the year where your self-esteem or your happiness is concerned. Here we see you're gone way off the chart here towards the end of the year, passed out to the end of the year. And we can see an accolade here, some recognition for you, Taurus, okay? Peace, we see this woman again affecting you within the first quarter, within peace in your life. And because she's upright, it looks she's bringing, she's helping. So love, happiness, and peace. So there's a significant woman here in your life, Taurus, especially for the first quarter of the year. She'll be active with you. Prosperity. This is maybe going in. There's nothing specific here because here, this really is in the first quarter of spirituality. So this is the Hamsa hand, and the Hamsa hand is, you see, it shows the evil eye, and it also shows the hand of protection, the hand of Fatima. So your spirituality anchor, it also has an anchor. The spirituality, the depth of spirituality is going to increase in December, where it is in January for you, Taurus. The depth of spirituality here is something that you will be having connection. You have angelic spiritual protection around you. And here, the depth of the spirituality, the blessings of spirituality are going to be increasing significantly in the last quarter of the year, December. Yes or no for you, Taurus? Whatever your yes or no question was, we can see here that we have within the second quarter a little rabbit, and it's playful. So that would indicate to me normally yes, and it's going to be something that is going to be happy or joyful. But because it's upside down, again, this indicates to me delay because it is upside down. If it was this way, I would say yes, and it's going to be very enjoyable. It's going to bring you a lot of joy. It's going to be something fun. But because it's upside down, it will eventually happen, but I don't see it happening right now. So again, Taurus, just for your benefit, towards the end of the year, you might need a visit to the doctor for your health, for love. I see you may be traveling with a lady. So she's significant in your life here in the first quarter. The second quarter, there might be a trip overseas or longer way with her. She's also within your self-esteem and happiness, which might need some protection within the second quarter of the year. You might need to be more focused on your mental health then, being strong. And then here, an accolade way at the end of the year. We see prosperity. Everything is as it was. We see here you have the hand of Fatima and evil eye. So again, you're surrounded and protected. Here, the depth of your spirituality will increase at the end of the year. And here, whatever your yes or no was, the answer is not right now. But when it does come, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a benefit for you, Taurus. So I hope that helps, Taurus, for 2022. And let's go on and let's do Gemini. Okay, so for Gemini, we are seeing, oh, here we go, quite a few things in Secret Wish here. But what I can say is that for your health, you're doing really well. Good luck. Here's the 4-leaf clover. Generally and in every way, specifically in the first, good luck with health, very good health in the first quarter of the year. Your love, you're going to be blooming in love. Here's the peacock. The second quarter of the year, right? You're going to be blooming with love. So this is meaning that you're going to be blooming because you're going to be so happy in love. That's the feeling I'm getting from this in the second quarter of the year. That's March, April, May. And then in happiness, your self-esteem stable, nothing big changing there. Peace also, nothing big changing there. We see prosperity. See the tree? You know how they say money doesn't grow on trees and this and that, because the tree is here and it is upside down. With prosperity, we're saying be careful, watch your money when it comes to the third quarter of the year. Watch your money. The wheel is here also for the third and the fourth quarter with prosperity. But the wheel is, as far as, yeah, the wheel is upright. So a little bit after you watch your money, you're careful with your money. You're observant. If you're somebody who has investments, you're paying attention to your money, especially in the third quarter of the year, and that's going to turn the wheel to benefit you. Things are going to benefit you, yeah, coming up once you pay attention to the money in the third quarter of the year. By the fourth quarter, you'll be doing well. Spirituality, here we have the Eiffel Tower, which spirituality to me and the Eiffel Tower would mean the fact that there's going to be a change. You might learn or discover something new that's going to upend something that you thought you knew or you believed, right? And that is in the last quarter of the year. Here we have in the yes or no. This is again mostly here. The St. Breed's cross, the goddess is saying yes. In the first quarter of the year, yes. Whatever your yes or no it was in the first quarter of the year, the answer is yes. You have a lot in your secret wish. You might have more than one secret wish. Your secret wish shows that, yes, it will be something that will be long term. So we have the longevity here. Here is the moon again, which is an indicator of something that is secret. So this was in from the second quarter on, it'll take place and it'll be long term. The shell or the clamshell especially is something again closed, open, the fairy, something that is magical. So all of these things indicate to me that yes, your whatever your secret wish is something that will come through. It maybe seem to be magical, may seem to be otherworldly, but it's something that, again, the feeling I'm getting, because it's secret, continue keeping it quiet. Keep it quiet and it will come through for you, and it will be there for you throughout time. Yes, it's going to endure. Whatever it is will come true, and it will be there throughout time for you. So again, Gemini, good luck with health, especially in quarter one. Love, quarter two, that has you blooming because you're so happy in love. Happiness is stable, your self-esteem, your self-love throughout the year. Peace, the same, stable throughout the year. Here, pay attention to your money. So because money doesn't grow on trees, watch your money and it will again turn to a better situation from the third quarter to the fourth quarter. Here, you might, one of your spiritual beliefs would be maybe upended or changed for you in the last quarter of the year. And the answer is yes for your yes or no and your enduring secret wish, which will be magical. So that is for you in 2022, Gemini. I hope that helps. We then move on to Cancer. And Cancer, let's see what's there for you for 2022. Okay, 2022 for Cancer. Oh, okay. First, we can see for health, the mermaid has her back turned here, I can see. So her back is turned, and that is in the third quarter of the year. It's almost like she's like, I'm not going to be dealing with this. There's a message. There's a message here because here's a bird, right? So the third quarter, some news about your health, right? News about health. This is also about life, and it's between health and love here. So we'll read it for both. So you're going to get information about your health, but here's the mermaid with her back turned. Let's see. But don't put your head under the water. Pay attention to your health. When you get the information about the health, act on it. That is the message for you, Cancer, in health, okay? And that's between the first, the second and the third quarter of 2022. Here we have crossing both health and love. Again, here, health and love. We have a close bond here. And so that is good for the first quarter. So definitely, and you're in partnership with somebody closely here. In health, this is probably maybe you're hearing news, I would say, about someone and someone's health in the first quarter. And that is going to indicate that is going to take you all the way through to the third quarter. You may hear about this and maybe having to deal with this, but deal with it head on. Don't turn your back on it. Yes, and if somebody, look, here it is. Here's another indicator of health. You see this card, the hope, the ribbon, the hope ribbon, and it's upside down. So someone you love, you might be hearing something about their health, but pay attention to it. And that is in the first, second, and third quarter of 2022. Health and love are together. So someone you love, you'll be hearing about their health. Happiness and your self-esteem, no change or issues there. Peace, the same. Prosperity, the goddess is here as she's stepping in over here in prosperity in the first quarter. So this would indicate to me that she has her foot down. She's standing by you. So ask her for what you want in the first quarter for your prosperity. Spirituality, again, the goddess is covering this whole half for your chart here. She's covering these areas: prosperity, spirituality, yes or no, and your secret wish. So I would say she can help you in all of these areas: your prosperity, your spirituality. So the goddess that is nearest and dearest to you, Cancer, call upon her, and she again will grant your wish. Here is the wish, and this is a definite yes for your yes or no question. Your secret wish, you maybe want a change, moving maybe to another place, another country, somewhere further away. Because here's the change, the death. Yeah, that's a change. The change will come at the end of the year. For you with your secret wish, the change that you wish. You may want a trip or travel in the second quarter of the year. And that second quarter of the year, this is upright, you will have the trip in the second quarter of the year. Again, Cancer, just again, somebody around you may have an issue with their health, and they will be, you'll be hearing news, and you will be able, or you will have to react. There's a goddess that's helping you through most of these things for 2022, and you expect a trip in the second quarter, if a wish, like a trip that's maybe your dream trip, or a trip you've wished to go on, or you've been wishing to go on for a while, as well as a change, a significant change coming in your life at the end of the year for your secret wish. And for your yes or no question, Cancer, the answer is yes. So that's for you, 2022 Cancer. I hope that helped. All right, we have now Leo. Leo for 2022. What can you expect? Okay, 2022 for Leo. Leo, let's see. For your health, we see in the second quarter here, there's something that might be revealed, because there's the clamshell. So a clamshell needs to be opened. You need to open the shell to see what's in there. If you have anything that's bothering you, make sure you let it out, as far as let people know, or get help with it. Don't keep that to yourself, right? For love, oh, somebody's buzzing around you. The bee, honeybee. Somebody's buzzing around you, or you're buzzing around somebody in the third quarter of the year. But, oh, here we see in the first and second quarter where love is concerned, here's the little kitty, and he's kind of sideways. He doesn't know what to do next. So there's love in the air, but you're not quite sure what to do about it. But I think there's going to be some action starting in the third quarter of the year. Okay, Leo? It doesn't even really sound like you. It sounds like maybe on the fence about moving forward, but you will be moving forward in the third quarter of the year. Happiness and self-esteem, you have that down. Peace, you have that down. Here, prosperity. If it sounds too good to be true, here, the Pegasus, because he's upside down. When you hear something in that second and to third quarter of the year, if it sounds too good to be true, like an investment or something, then it is too good to be true. Prosperity, again, here we have the little mermaid, but she has her back turned. And again, fantastical. I would say just be careful with what you're investing in, okay? Coming in 2022. The spirituality, we have balance, very well balanced spirituality in the second quarter of the year for you. And that stands to you, really. We then have here a seahorse, which is very unusual. That's something that many people don't see or experience. They live so far in the sea, but he's upside down. So to me, that would be maybe some kind of unusual happening. You may see something that you don't normally see, or experience something you don't normally experience here in the third quarter of the year where spirituality is concerned. And even when you're asking your yes or no, yeah, the love is there. You see here? So yeah, between the second or third quarter, you're going to get that connection. Yes? So the answer is yes for your yes or no. And here, the heart with the secret wish, with the lock and key, it was here. So I would say it kind of cuts over your yes or no. And it is upside down. So this, we need the key to make it complete. So the heart is open, right? The heart is there, ready to accept the key. So I would say that, yes, you have a connection here, but there's more to go with the relationship. This would indicate to me that there's more to go with the relationship. The secret wish is for the full relationship. This is indicating to me, so that's the first quarter. The second quarter, you need to go, again, this is about Bridget. This is about Aphrodite. This is about Oshun, the goddess of love, will help you. So your secret wish can come true in love. Yes? So again, Leo, we can see here health, making sure that you're upfront and you investigate. Look at what's going on with your health, right? Open up Open up about it. Here, we know that there's maybe an approach to love between that second and third quarter, except for second, third quarter. There's an approach to love and buzzing around, kind of feeling each other out. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Then happiness, you're settled there with your self-esteem and your self-love. Peace is fine. Be careful with any investment. Check it out carefully. If it's too good to be true, maybe it is. Spiritually, you're grounded in that second quarter, and you might have an unusual experience, see something you normally wouldn't see in the third quarter. Here we see yes, the answer is yes for a union. And here we can see that yes, the heart is here, but the heart is upside down and there's no key in the lock yet, right? But it is a beginning, and that you can get help within that second and third quarter from the goddess, which secret wish, and it would indicate to me the secret wish is about romance or love. The heart is there. So that is for you, Leo, for 2022. I hope that helps. And you guys, please let me know down in the description box below what you think about this method of reading, if you've experienced it before. And also, I'll be getting some more interesting charms coming up. They should be arriving soon, so it'll be, again, interesting to do readings for everybody. Let's see, Virgo. Virgo. All right, let me put a few more charms here. I don't have that much for Virgo. Let's see. Okay. All right, Virgo. First thing I can see here is health. Health, you might have to watch out here. There is, well, this little bunny is really on your secret wish, so that's not here. But this second, here is a connection, right, for health of the second quarter of the year. This could indicate it could be about a loved one, but there's a tower or a change, a significant change here on the fourth quarter of the year for health. So look out for your health, the health of somebody. You see this is, the wheel is upside down. So there might be a change in the health of a loved one. And you really need to look out for that towards the end of the year. In love, towards the very, very end of the year, here is somebody that their heart is open to you. They're coming along. This is, it says, handmade. So it's about putting your hands forward, or this means you have to actively do something, right? So if you're looking for love in your life, Virgo, this is for Virgo, in case I said the wrong sign before, Virgo. In case you're looking for love, by the third quarter of the year, you need to actively do something. And by the end of the year, you will have love coming into your life, right? Okay, happiness, your self-esteem, you're good. Peace, at the first quarter of the year, here's a cat, right? But he's upside down. So you know how the cats are cuddled and they're comfortable. You might feel some discomfort, maybe a bit restless in the first quarter of the year, right? Virgo. Here, prosperity. You're getting the signal here towards the end of the year that you have maybe to turn the back on something or whatever it was that you were looking at, as far as investing or money or how you make your money, where you keep your money. You need to turn your back on something or change something about that. Again, you will receive assistance with your prosperity and your spirituality, reaching out to the goddess, and she's upright here. See, that's her behind right there. So you can see she's facing you. So she's willing to help you, right? So you have assistance. You will have assistance with prosperity and abundance. Here we have yes or no question. The answer is, I would say maybe, because nothing really fell in your yes or no box. So there's no yes or no for you there. Very sorry, but that's just the way it is. The little kitty here also would have said maybe if he was more there, but he's really in the secret wish. And it talks about playfulness. So if the kitty is here being playful and he's upside down, that means secret wish is not going to be as much fun as you thought it was. The leaf shows and indicates to me that it is something about, most likely, nature would indicate to me. And this is the third quarter of the year. And here again we have the goddess, or the goddesses of abundance, the goddesses of fertility, the goddesses of love, having to do with your secret wish towards the end of the year. But putting these two together, I would say the answer is yes, but I would say maybe it's not as much fun as you think your secret wish would be, right? So for Virgo, again, be careful of or I would say listen out. You might need to be a support to somebody that you love, somebody you're close to, somebody you're linked to with their health, especially throughout the year, especially at the end of the year. For love, you need to make some effort and you will bring love into your life by the end of the year. For your peace, you might have a bit of discomfort or restlessness, I would say. In the first quarter of the year, your prosperity, release what is not working for you, turn your back on it, and you will have protection and within your prosperity and spirituality. The yes or no, it's up in the air. There's a maybe. There's a yeah. The secret wish, it might not be as much fun as you thought it would be, but the answer is yes, it'll come true. Might have something to do with nature because this leaf is a skeleton leaf also. It also might have something to do with and the goddess here. I would say nature. The secret wish has to do with nature or has to do with an experience that is outside. Yes? An experience that is outside. Okay. If anybody else, and I'm like, that's what I'm getting here. But if you think of anything else or you know anything else, Virgo, you please let me know in the comments below. And I hope that helps. Okay. There we go. Now we have Libra. Libra for 2022. What is in the works for Libra for 2022? Let's see how Libra is going to fare in 2022. Okay, Libra. You have a good spread here. What I'm seeing is that you have quite a few things kind of crossing, because here I see, we'll say your health. Your health here, again, there's protection for you for your health. So whatever it is, you have it under control. If there's any health issue that you're working with, you have it under control from the first quarter of the month. Here we see the signal for medical care within the first quarter of the month also, but it is in the love. We are seeing here that again, somebody that you maybe love, somebody that you're acquainted with, that maybe works in the medical profession, you could end up becoming recognized by that person, or that person really taking to you or really admiring you by the second quarter of the year. Here we have happiness. Oh, a lot of joy and happiness, especially in the second quarter of the year. Here's a little child who's laughing. So self-esteem, happiness, you're good with that. Definitely you have that. That is good. Peace. You find peace in your spirituality, in your religion, in your traditional things. If you're not a religious person, but tradition, especially within that first month, is going to give you a lot of peace. Prosperity. Take it slow with your prosperity. The turtle's kind of here and there, and spirituality. So because he's upside down, taking it slow. No, not take it slow with your prosperity. Speed up. Also, even the bicycle. Go a bit faster. Go a bit faster. Get into things that you're involved, or sorry, that you're interested in. Get into them. Yeah, move into them. Make an effort. Move into them. Get to know about them in prosperity and spirituality. And that's going to be within the third quarter of this year. Your wish, definitely yes or no. Sorry, not your wish. Your yes or no. The answer is a definite yes. Here's the star. The wish is definitely, the answer is definitely yes. And also, not only that, it's going to have you so pleased, whatever the yes or no is, that you'll be like displaying, shining like a peacock. Here again is a card about wish, secret wish. Yes, the answer is definitely yes for the secret wish. The health card, since I think it's actually it's a little bit more on the health, we're going to take that for health. So just be careful of a change in your health, because here it looks like you're protected down here, but here it looks like there's a change in your health coming up to between the third and the fourth quarter of the year. It might have something to do with the secret wish also, because some of it is here. But overall, Libra, you're looking good. we see security or protection in health. Maybe some change up here is not fully in there around the third or the fourth quarter of the year. Somebody that may be in the medical field that you might be interested in, or they're interested in you, and here they recognize you and they really think of you. They really think a lot of you. You're a big deal. Here, playful happiness and happiness within yourself. You feel good self-esteem. Mentally, you're right with your self-love. Peace. You find peace in whether it's any religion and or any traditional practice. And that's really mainly around the beginning of the year. Prosperity. This guy was upside down, so that means going a bit faster, as well as spirituality. Move into the things that you're interested in. Your answer is yes, definitely, for whatever it is you ask, for yes or no, and you'll be so happy, you'll be proud. And as a peacock. And here the answer again for secret wish is yes. And I wish you all the best. Okay, Libra. So now we have Scorpio. Let's see what's for Scorpio for 2022. Okay, 2022 for Scorpio. We have here a dragonfly in health. So a dragonfly would mean to me that everything is fine. Again, a dragonfly is something that is fast. It is agile. You're feeling on top of the world. So you're starting out the year that way. That's great. In love, here we see in the third quarter of the year, again, there might be somebody that thinks you're the bee's knees. They really are interested because you really shine here. Or maybe there are quite a few people looking at you thinking, oh, who is that? Who's that girl? Who's that guy? For your happiness in your self-esteem, again, here we see between the third and the fourth quarter, you might need a bit of, and you do have the support around you. So if you kind of feel any way that time of the year, the third or fourth quarter, with your, your self-love, your self-care, your happiness, you're protected. You're okay. Okay? Peace. You are set here. Second quarter, you have the protection. You have with the peace also the medical sign. So for me to see this here would indicate that you have a peace of mind about your health. You have a peace of mind about how well you're doing. Maybe you're exercising. You're doing something that is taking you away and giving you that level of peace, but it's also helping your health. And here you're able to show off by the end of the year because you're doing that well. You feel good. Prosperity. There's the starfish. So yes, you will have good luck within your, whether it's an investment or money or something coming to you, a starfish, something you didn't expect is coming to you slowly because starfish move slowly, but it will be here by the third quarter of the year for you, Scorpio. We then have spirituality. Here by the third quarter of the year, there's something that you'll see that is going to stand up to you as something that is big, something new, something you didn't see it that way before. Whether it's a change, because before I was feeling for the other sign, it was a change in the way they saw things. For you, I think it's going to be something big that you will remember and will become maybe something that you depend on or you really think a lot of or you value coming up. And that's going to happen with spirituality in the third quarter for you, Scorpio. Here we have grapes. Abundance within your spirituality. So here, this is probably why you're going to come up with something that's going to be significant for you, because you're going to get a lot coming in, a lot of information. You're going to have an abundance of information. You're going to have abundance of activity spiritually. So with your secret wish, your yes or no, well, we have the money bags here. Money bags would mean yes, and maybe your question is about prosperity. Maybe your question is about abundance, finance. So the answer is yes, and your secret wish, the answer is yes, and both of them show in the second quarter. So for you, Scorpio, you have it good with health throughout the year. You have it good, and it's also of your own making that you have it good with health. You're vibrant. You're somebody that is very, I would say, very demonstrative as far as health is concerned, or your body, or being able to show how healthy you are and feeling healthy, and you're protected in that way. For love, also, you're somebody that's being admired, especially in the third quarter. Happiness, also, you have protection in case you feel any kind of way, a little bit not yourself within the third to fourth quarter of the year. You know you're protected. Your guides are there with you. Nothing can touch you. So you're good. Peace, again, like I said, you'll be happy. You're protected, you're happy, you're healthy, you're able to show yourself as that. Prosperity, you'll have luck coming to you in prosperity in the third quarter. You have, again, some more abundance spiritually, and you'll learn something that'll be something that'll last for you as a beacon within your spirituality. And your secret wish and your yes or no are both yes. They will bring for you abundance. So there you go, Scorpio. Oh, you have so far, I think, the best year that I've seen. Looks very good. I hope that helps. For Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I see with health. This is actually kind of between health and secret wish. And one of the hands is up and one of the hands is down. And you see that? That's funny. And both of them are hamster hands, but this one has the evil eye in it. So what I would say with health is here towards the first and second quarter of the year, you kind of have to be careful, but you have protection, right? With your health. With love, I see that there's not a lot going on with love for you, and you're kind of looking around for the year. You're kind of halfway, not really into it. The happiness, this is about messages or communication with people and the star. So self-esteem and happiness, although you're not really in love or have a lot going on there, I would say that you still are able to, especially at the beginning of the year, feel good about yourself, feel strong about yourself. Peace, second quarter, first quarter of the year, nature, grounding yourself in nature will help you to feel peaceful, and also traditional things, religion, things that are grounding for you. So nature and spiritual beliefs that are grounding for you will bring you peace in the beginning part of the first part of the year. For prosperity, we see a butterfly. Butterfly would indicate to me that you've been working on something and you've been putting it down and you've put it aside. You've saved, you've worked on it, and now the butterfly has come out. So by the second quarter, you should see the fruits of your labor, the transformation from the person who has had hardly anything and saved up to somebody who has. Yes. The next, we see spirituality. We see the beginning of the year between spirituality and yes or no. We'll take it for spirituality. That you, and yes or no, that you have put in the work and you're putting in work. You are on a journey, and it's a journey that's of your own doing and your own power and self-learning spiritually. And you're starting out in the first quarter of the year. For your yes or no question, between the journey that you're making, the connection or the contact here, and also the turtle who's upright, taking it slow. He's made it to the end of the year, though. I would say yes. I would say there's a yes. Your yes or no is yes. Secret wish. Your secret wish, you have one hamster up and one hamster down. So what this is telling me is that for your secret wish, it's a draw, really. It's a draw. You're protected, but it's a draw. So I would say the secret wish is not coming through now, and that's towards the beginning of the year. I don't see a lot of movement with your secret wish at this point. So Sagittarius, that is your reading for this year. Remember, health, you have some protection. So still be careful with love. You're not really in the mood, not really looking into anything, kind of not interested. Happiness, self-esteem, you do have, and I would say the birds also, you see birds twittering together. So you're spending time with friends, being out, shining, that type of thing will keep you happy, keep your self-esteem up, that type of a feeling of joy in your life. Peace, tradition, religious practices, and grounding in the outdoors will help you for this year 2022. Prosperity, the saving that you've been doing, the investing what you've been doing is now about to bloom, and you'll come out as a butterfly with your prosperity for this year. Spirituality, you're doing some work and you're doing it on your own. You're learning, you're starting out. and going step by step with it. And that's in the beginning of the year. That's your focus then. And for your yes or no, the answer is definitely yes. And for secret wish, I don't see much movement in your secret wish for 2022. So I hope that helps you, Sagittarius. Thank you very much. Now we have Capricorn. Oh yeah, some stuff stuck together. Okay. So Capricorn, for health, I can see here the third quarter and the fourth quarter of this year. It's about protection. So pay attention to your health in the third and the fourth quarter of this year. That's what I would say. That's what this would indicate to me. That there is protection already there for you, but there's also active protection that you have to do. So if you know you're doing something that is not, that's counter to your health, you need to, work on it. Capricorn, there are messages of love here between the third and the fourth, second and the third quarter of 2022. And I see also here linked up together, we'll call this there is protection, but the link is here to the happiness. So I would say that you might experience within your happiness, within, let's say, your self-love, your happiness, your self-esteem, in the first 2 quarters of the year, you might experience that you're having a bit of difficulty there, right? So, but you are protected there and you will be fine. So just remember that, even though you might have some difficulties in the first part of the year. Prosperity, this is solid, deep, anchored prosperity, the second and the third quarter. This is the depth of, the treasure at the bottom of the sea. So yes, Capricorn, you have it. You have solid gains in prosperity the second and the third quarter of 2022. Spirituality, we have in the second quarter of the year, we have the little bunny who is playful, playing a game. So here I would say that there is a benefit here, but it is not something that you take seriously. Not something you take seriously at all. But it is something enjoyable for you spiritually. Your yes or no, we have way out here at the end of the year, change. And we have here the peacock. So I would say if it's a change for the better, yeah, it's a yes. Change for the better, yes, for you, Capricorn. Secret wish, if you're not married, are you wanting to get married? Is that the secret wish? If that is it, then the answer is yes for you. The peacock is here also, I notice, for prosperity, for spirituality, and for your yes or no. So within the first quarter of the year, it looks like, although you're not quite feeling happy within yourself, though, it's going to look like you're feeling happy with yourself. Yeah. And when these things happen in the second quarter of the year, second and third quarter of the year, you will be able to shine. So, Capricorn, be careful of your health. Don't do things you know you're not supposed to do. Communication, maybe with a few different people in love around the second and the third quarter of the year. Maybe a little bit around the first and the second quarter of the years, and need to protect your mental health, your self-esteem. Peace, you're fine for the year. As far as the environment around you, there's no chaos, no arguing, no nothing like that. Prosperity and spirituality, you're doing well in prosperity. Second and third quarter of the year, some good, deep, strong abundance, rooted like the treasure at the bottom of the sea. Yeah. You then have spirituality where it'll be fun in the second quarter. That's crossing over with this peacock, which shows that those two things will make you feel like you're shining. And also the yes or no, change for the better, because here's a card that is for the better, the peacock shining out. Change for the better, the answer is yes. Secret wish, it looks to me like it's for a ring, marriage. So I would say that yes, to be granted, the secret wish for marriage will be granted. So that would either be engagement or actual marriage. Okay. And that is Capricorn for 2022. I hope that was helpful. Now we go to Aquarius. Aquarius in 2022. Okay, let's see. What can we see? We can see that health in 2022, you have to start working on your health. Something about your health here, because here we have this hand. So you need to put your hand on it. Here we have also in health, it's going to get better. If you work on your health in the beginning, the first quarter, it's going to get better. You see the anchor, deep abundance, the treasure. You're going to be able to do really well. You're going to be able to put your health on a good course if you take care of it in the first quarter. So by between the second and the third quarter, it'll get better. Here we have for your love, the firefly, or the firefly, not firefly, sorry, the, you know what I mean, this little one. This little one that's flying all over the place and going here and there means that a lot of activity within your love life there in the second quarter. The dragonfly, sorry, within the second quarter, flitting here, there. Whether it's because you're single and you're dating a lot of people during that second quarter, or it's because you are in a relationship and things are really heating up, or you're active at that time of the year, the second quarter in your love life. Here we though see that the Pegasus is upside down in the last quarter of the year, as well as the Tree of Life. So this would indicate to me that if you're single, be careful that whatever seems too good to be true, or oh, this is the love of my life, or this is forever, might not be so the end of the year. And this might also say that in a relationship that is ongoing, that you might come across some kind of difficulties towards the end of the year. In your happiness, Aquarius, it shows here the owl. So between the first and the second quarter, you'll be learning about how to be happier, how to boost your self-esteem, how to be stronger that way. Yes? Peace. Peace will be brought to you also in the first and second quarters of the year, but here's the little, is that bee or wasp? A wasp. Okay, so peace. So to me, a wasp is something that's annoying. Okay, so if it's the wasp, it is the wasp, because the bee is rounder than that. The wasp would indicate to me there'll be annoyance in your life and your peace the first and second quarters of the year. So watch out for that. Prosperity. Here's a fairy crossing over both your prosperity and your spirituality. So for prosperity, that would mean that you will be able to have help. And also you might be able to hear about little things or find out about things that maybe other people don't know within the first and second quarter of the year. That could help you in your prosperity. The fairies will help you. I have another card in I think an oracle deck where it specifically speaks about the fact that if you ask the fairies, they will help you with your prosperity. So that's why this means this to me. So this means that yes, first, second quarter, there's some help there from the fairies. And by the third quarter, there's also some help from, again, those goddesses of abundance, Breed, Bridget, Aphrodite, Oshun, right? All of the goddesses, right, of abundance. And your yes or no, the answer is definitely yes, because you have the star here. And your secret wish, you're not quite sure about the secret wish. Maybe you thought you maybe want to get married or engaged or something, but you're not quite sure. So there's no real definitive answer here. But the funniest thing is, for you, Aquarius, look at this. You not only are protected, but here you have the infinity symbol. But you have a protection that stands over you in all areas of your life for that whole year and always. This actually literally, in the center of everything, protects you in all arenas and all areas of your life for this year 2022. So that looks really good, Aquarius. So Aquarius, again, you're making your own health, and you can make your health stronger and better with your own hand in the first 3 quarters of the year. For your love, You have a lot of activity, whether single or in a relationship in the second quarter, but by the end of the year, things aren't looking as great. Be careful of people seeming or situations not being as they seem. For your happiness, learn about it in the first and second quarter of the year. Learn about happiness, self-esteem, your mental health, so that you can be strong with it. You might be a bit agitated or irritated in the first 2 quarters of the year because here's that wasp. And for prosperity, the fairies will help you, as well as in spirituality. And in addition, the goddesses of abundance will help you in spirituality in the second quarter. And for your yes or no, your answer is yes. And as far as the secret wish, you're not quite sure whether you want it or not, you know? So again, there's no definitive answer. But again, you are overall protected. And not only protected now, protected for not only the year, but for life. You have protection standing on top of you. So that was very good for Aquarius. I hope that helps. We now have Pisces. And for Pisces for 2022, and again, please let me know what y'all think about this type of charm casting. For Pisces for 2022, we can see first health. There's not a lot going on with health, so you should be fine right there. Love, oh, there might be somebody who would be revealed between the first and the second quarter, but you know what? I don't know if you're going to, this cat is definitely upside down. You might not be able to actually make that link with the person because you have differing opinions because the kitty's upside down here. So that's that hangman type energy. Happiness, what you need to do is don't turn your back, especially the first, second quarter. Don't act as if it doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter that you're happy. It does matter that your mental health is good. Pay attention to it. This is a little bit of crossing over here. Well, actually, no, she's not crossing over. Peace. Actually, there's nothing in peace. So peace seems to be okay. Nothing in your environment that's annoying and antagonizing you. The first quarter, for prosperity, we can see whatever it is that you've relied on for money or for your prosperity, the good old standard standby that you can count on will be there in the first quarter. But between the third and the fourth quarter, you're going to have to take a look. Make sure you're protecting your money, protecting your prosperity. The spirituality, we can see in the third quarter for spirituality, there is something to do with spirituality that could potentially affect your health. It's either that or there's going to be a message about your health in that third quarter. But this definitely indicates that something about your health is going to come up, but it's not going to be in the physical body. It's going to be in the spiritual body. Okay? Spiritual health. Your yes or no, you have the butterfly and the owl. So the owl is learning, being wise, yes. And the transformation, the butterfly coming out first and second quarter. So yes, the answer is yes, definitely. You've transformed, you've come out, be wise about it. Be careful about it. Yes. And your secret wish, the answer is yes. And your secret wish is protected. So for Pisces, again, nothing in your physical health shows up here as an indication, but for love, there may be a love revealed, but you may never not have the same, I would say, outlook as this love, this person. Make sure you pay attention. Your mental health does matter. Your self-esteem, self-love does matter. Peace, you should be fine. You're able to manage and maintain your peace throughout the year in your environment surrounding. For your prosperity, whatever you've counted on, that's the old reliable, will be there for you for the first quarter, but by the third quarter, you need to be careful and watch and manage your money or your prosperity. Your spiritual health needs attention in the third quarter of 2022. And your answer is yes for your yes or no. There's transformation here. There's wisdom here. And for your secret wish, the answer is yes, and indicating the last quarter of the year. So Pisces, I hope that helped. I hope everybody has a wonderful year. Oh, I forgot this one, sorry. So this is between spirituality and health. So this to me would indicate that there's going to be a change in, well, sorry, spirituality, a yes or no, that there's going to be a change within spirituality. So spiritual health and a change in spirituality. Sorry for that, Pisces. So that is for 2022 for everybody. I hope everybody has a year filled with health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity, that you grow in spirituality, that your yeses that are beneficial to you are always yeses, and that your secret wishes that are beneficial will always come true. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.